on the team, and the second and third year I was the starting center. In those 3 years, we won 1 game. We were so elated to finally be against a team who was more pathetic than we were. I think they did anything short of eating milk and cookies at their practices. So then after that, even though my coach was really pushing me to go to play basketball in high school, he must have seen something in me that I didn't see in myself. But I thought, no. Based on my team's record and my low self-esteem at that time, I'm going to start fresh with a brand new sport. Good idea in high school, right? I thought, this sport is going to be like new to everybody, and we'll be on the same playing field. Silly me. Just because they didn't offer soccer in my school doesn't mean they didn't offer it in others, right? So here I am thinking, going out for the soccer team, zilch experience. So for the 2 weeks of practice, everybody's out on their field doing their drills, and I'm like pulled to the side with the assistant coach doing like the remedial basic things, making a fool of myself. And after a couple weeks of practice, I really did just quit out of sheer humiliation. So that was it for a couple of years. But then my junior year in high school, I had the opportunity to go out for powder puff football. If you're familiar with this is when the girls gear up to play that one big game against the rival. And by this time, I was pretty rough and tough. So football, I was a defensive lineman. Got in my first fist fight. They had to pull me off the girl, but we ended the losing streak. So I was like, yes, we were victorious. I think I found my niche. But between that year and the next season, I had fell into some self-destructive habits, some unhealthy choices, and I was no longer physically fit. So we started off with the practices, and 2 days I couldn't tolerate the running. I just couldn't hack it. So after the second practice, I walked away from the field, lit up a cigarette, and never returned. So that was it till maybe winter, ski clubs. This is it, okay, senior year. I could smoke on the lift. The lift brings me up the mountain, and gravity brings me down, and you can flirt with the ski instructors and the lift instructors. This is the perfect sport for me, right? So I actually stuck with that for a while, and afterwards met my now husband, and we were skiing one night, and the conditions were horrible. We put up with horrible conditions in Pennsylvania if you're a skier, right? You pay the lift ticket, so you're just going to go through with it and suck it up. So I was going and hit a patch where you stop dead. I should have had my bindings checked, but I was too cheap to do it. Went head over heels, tore my ACL. If you're familiar with that, the anterior cruciate ligament, snapped like a rubber band. They had to bring me down in the stretcher. Had a couple surgeries and months of rehabilitation, but praise God, had an awesome doctor and made a full recovery. So that was it for sports for many years, until my middle school daughter wanted to go out for the track team. And I didn't want her running around early in the morning by herself, so I went out just for safety's sake to accompany her. Well, it turns out I really took a liking to running. I really liked the solitude of a run. It wasn't just about the physical benefits, it was like the spiritual benefits for me. I spent the time in prayer, and long after her career in track, I just continued it. So recently I got this brilliant idea that I'm going to run a marathon. Now, I never did a half marathon. I didn't do a 10K. I never even did a 5K. I competed in no races, but I was going to run 26.2 miles. Founded a plan that just printed off the internet, self-trained, went out on my own. And I am proud to say, I'm very happy to say that just a little over 2 weeks ago, I have triumphantly crossed that finish line here in the circle with the Via Marathon. So, praise God. I stand before you here today, not as that girl who failed on the basketball court, and failed on the soccer field, and failed on the football team, and had a miserable fail on the ski slope. I stand before you as one of the 0.1% of the population who has run a marathon. You know, you are not defined by your past experiences, and the only limits that you have are the ones that you place on yourself. So don't set limits, set goals. And whether you like being in the fast lane or if you just like to take it slow and easy, don't live on past experiences. Create new ones. That's what we're doing here tonight, creating new experiences with the very first Story Slam here at Third and Ferry Fish Market.